In the village of Umuoma, being fat was a sign of beauty, wealth, and good fortune. The women with the roundest figures were praised as queens, and the men with wide girths were considered strong and prosperous. It was said that the gods of the land blessed the fat, for their bodies were seen as symbols of abundance. But in the midst of all this was Chia, a slender young woman who stood out like a sore thumb. No matter what she ate or how much she tried, her body refused to gain weight. While other women proudly flaunted their plump arms and soft bellies at the village square, Chia's slim frame made her the subject of whispers and ridicule. "She looks like a broomstick," one woman would laugh. "Maybe the gods have cursed her," another would say. Chia heard it all, and it hurt. She wanted to fit in, to be admired like the other women. One day, Chia decided she would do whatever it took to gain weight and be accepted. She started by eating more than anyone in the village. Morning, afternoon, and night, Chia stuffed herself with yam porridge, fried plantains, and bowls of pounded cassava drenched in palm oil. But no matter how much she ate, her body remained the same. Frustrated, she sought advice from the village herbalist, Mama Nkechi, known for her potions and remedies. Chia explained her plight, and Mama Nkechi smiled knowingly. "You want to be fat, eh?" the old woman said, mixing herbs in a calabash. "Drink this every morning, and you'll see changes." Chia did as she was told, but after weeks of drinking the bitter concoction, nothing happened. Her frustration grew, and she began to avoid the village square altogether, tired of the mocking stares and comments. One evening, an old man named Namdi, who had once been the village storyteller, approached Chia as she sat alone by the river. He was thin, like her, and walked with a stick. "Why do you look so sad, my child?" he asked. Chia poured out her heart to him, explaining how she felt like an outcast because of her size. Namdi listened patiently, then chuckled softly. "Let me tell you a story," he said. He began to recount the tale of Neka, a woman from generations past who was once the fattest in the village. She was praised for her beauty and treated like royalty. But when a terrible famine struck, her size became her downfall. She couldn't move quickly to find food or flee from danger, and the villagers who had once admired her turned their backs on her. When the famine ended, Namdi continued, the people realized that it wasn't Neko's size that made her special, it was her kindness and wisdom, things they had overlooked in their obsession with appearance. Jia listened intently. "But what does that have to do with me?" she asked. Namdi smiled. "It means that what makes you valuable isn't your size, but who you are inside. The world will always have its foolish standards, but your worth is not tied to them." That night, Chia reflected on Namdi's words. For the first time, she stopped worrying about her size and started focusing on what she could offer to the village. She began helping at the market, teaching children to read, and tending to the sick. Slowly, people began to see her in a new light. "She's so hardworking," one villager remarked. "And so kind," another added. In time, Chia became one of the most respected women in Umuoma, not because of her weight but because of her heart. Years later, when Namdi passed away, Chia took his place as the village storyteller. She often told her own story, teaching the children of Umuoma that true beauty comes from within and that it's not the size of one's body that matters, but the size of one's spirit. This story beautifully weaves together themes of self-acceptance, societal pressures, and the transformative power of kindness and wisdom.